Just want to stop and think about what we're doing here with this particular type of tax policy. Amendment 79 of the Constitution required us to do at a minimum $300 tax credit. Okay, so now we're at the General Assembly at the time. It didn't provide a mechanism for paying for that tax credit. It just said, you got to do it. Okay, so at the time, that required the General Assembly to come up with the money, so they came up with a half-cent sales tax. We have the third highest sales tax in the nation, the state of Arkansas does. And so everyone pays an additional 0.5% that is dedicated to the property tax relief fund. Well, now we have doubled. If this passes today, we will have doubled what we are required to do as a homestead property tax credit. Now, I have no illusion that this is going to pass overwhelmingly. I mean, you say tax credit and everybody hates property taxes. It's the most hated tax out there. I agree, I hate it as well. However, we're going to get into a situation, if our sales tax revenues dip, that we are now going to have a tax credit that exceeds what we're collecting. And so we're also collecting twice as much as we're required to collect. I just want to think about this. I've filed a bill to reduce the half-cent sales tax to 3/8. I don't know if I'll have any support for it or not, but at some point in time, we're going to have to start lowering our sales tax in this state. While we're the third highest in the nation, I'd like to see us get down to where we're not the highest in that category. I'm not asking you to vote against this. I'm not asking you to vote for it. I understand the politics of it, and that's why I've tried to talk to people individually throughout the years since I became aware of this. We are not required to have a half-cent sales tax for this. We just do. And it continues to grow in the fund balance in there, and so we go in and we rate it for other things. So if we're going to rate it for something, this is just as well, we might as well rate it for the purpose of it, which is property tax relief, as opposed to something else. I totally agree. We shouldn't be spending on anything other than property tax relief. However, I would far prefer that we stop taking money out of people's pockets, robbing Peter over here just to pay Paul, and saying, hey, we feel good, we've given you a tax credit. Let's stop taking too much out of this pocket to put it over here in this pocket. So with that, I'll leave you to your decision.